Hi guys, welcome to another video of Shut and Voyages. Today we have something very different for you. As content creators, we all explore a lot of different things in general in our life, and as being creative professionals, also we get to explore a lot of different aspects of our life. Some people drop out of from their colleges. We are starting a series where we will be connecting with a lot of we'll be creating a lot of podcast, and we'll be connecting with a lot of content creators and asking about their journey. This is going to be very informal project kind of. It's just to know the people we follow on Instagram. We look up to them. There are a lot of people that we are communicating with right now whom I look up to. It's like they inspire me. They have always motivated me to travel. So it is very informal way of telling you guys about your content creators, and this will be actually a series, and I hope you guys like it. So we'll be starting now, and see you in the next video. Also, one more thing, the giveaway is coming very very soon, so stay tuned for that.
Hi everyone, I am Aditi and welcome to a conversation with an engineer, a traveler and a photographer, Arohan Tiwari. Hi Arohan, how are you?
Hi, thank you so much. I am pleased to be here. Thanks for having me.
So Arohan, we like to know like what kind of work you do and what are you pursuing in your career, like just something about you.
Right. So basically, I am a travel come street photographer, and I'm a content creator and a commercial photographer by profession. And I did my engineering in computer science. So basically, I'm a computer science engineer who ran away from engineering and built my career in photography. So that's there. And apart from that, I'm pretty happy with that.
Okay. So you mentioned you are an engineer who left his job
Right.
and then pursued photography as a
Right.
full-time career. So how supportive was your family?
Honestly, my parents are super supportive about everything, and because of them, I am here where I am right now. So I think they've played a very important role in making me who I am. So I am grateful for that.
And what kind of obstacles and hardships did you face till now?
I think every person who's starting out a new business or getting into photography or content creation faces all these similar obstacles all the time. So I think I faced some of them while I was starting out. And basically, I was sort of 18, 19 years old when I started out. So a lot of brands did not have the faith in me because I was too young to work for them. And I cannot name a few big, actually, premium brands, and they had a problem with this. So
Okay.
basically it was tough for me to get work in the starting, but with time I was able to build my portfolio and got in touch with a lot of brands. I started working, so it's fun.
So, Arman, in a country, especially India, like there's a myth or maybe people think that photography and travel doesn't get you money. So, what is your take on
Definitely,
this?
I think a lot of people feel that way because that's how the mindset right now is, and travel and photography is something very new for a lot of people. And if I have to be very honest, I must say I left my job because I was able to earn way better when I came into photography as compared to my corporate job. So that's there, and honestly, it pays you really well. So I think a lot of people are sort of wrong about that, and that's there.
So, how do you get there? Like at a point where you are paid well, how do you reach there? For beginners, what do you want to say?
I think the most important thing in whatever you start is consistency. You have to be really, really consistent with your art. Actually, when you're providing really good content, a lot of brands start approaching you on their own. You do not have to worry about that. And honestly, if your content is good, you will be able to network properly with a lot of other creators. And someone once said that network is actually your net worth. So once you get in touch with a very open-minded people and sort of people who are into this market since a long time, you get to know about the ins and outs of everything, and you get to build those negotiation skills and everything. So I think that's there, and that's how you build it. So,
And as a career, like, can you give us an idea, like, how much do photographers, travel photographers get paid? Like, an approximate
I think
idea.
that is a very personal question, I believe, and a lot of people won't be comfortable in answering
But
that.
people would be interested
But
to know about
definitely, a lot of people would be interested in knowing that. But I can give you a sort of an idea about that. Maybe what a software engineer earns on a good enough paying job, a photographer, a content creator slash traveler can earn twice or thrice than that if you're into the market properly and you know how everything works, right? So I think if once you get to know that and once you get a hang of it, you will be able to earn a hell lot of money.
Okay. So the idea that you gave, it's like 2 to 3 years into the market.
Definitely,
Like, but
definitely.
how is the journey as a beginner? Like, what kind of
The
things are you
journey
facing?
is really tough, to be very honest, and it is something like every businessman or a businesswoman might be facing. And as a photographer, from what I feel, that learning the art is actually the toughest process in this. And once you get to know about compositions, you get to know about certain rules of photography, you get into touch with your environment, because photography is something which is basically storytelling, and you're doing it visually in a certain way that your viewer doesn't have to hear from you, right?
Right.
Your picture should do the talking. So
Right.
photography is something which is sort of very deep, and I personally feel that, and photography brings out that sort of emotions, that connection and everything, and it actually moves you, right? So in a lot of ways I feel that it definitely takes a lot of time to learn that and get in touch with the market and everything, but after 2 or 3 years it's really well paying. So
And what were the things you photographed as an engineer and as a school kid?
so basically,
yes,
right,
before
so
even actually
pursuing it commercially,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So before that, I was always interested in street and travel photography. So whenever my dad, actually, there's a story to that. So I'll just speak it out, right? So why I actually started photography was something very interesting, and it's very close to my heart.
Okay.
And my dad has been the superhero because of everything like what I have done, and I've felt that way. So basically, when I was somewhere around 10 years old, my family, including me, obviously, we were going to Nainital, and while staying in Nainital, there's a place called Naini Lake.
Yeah.
It's the most important
Right.
scenic spot of
Correct.
Nainital. So basically, when I was there, I shot a picture of the Naini Lake, and my dad was so impressed with my particular photography skills, as I might say. But I still remember, and I'll quote it. My dad said कि I'll quote it कि बेटा ये फोटो तुमने कैसे ली, मतलब I'm very proud of you.
Okay.
And that as a child, I think somewhere subconsciously builds inside you कि यार I want to do this because my dad feels so proud of me, and maybe my family feels proud of me. So because of that, I feel I got into photography, and somehow I've gotten to this stage, and I'm very happy with that. So I'm grateful to my dad, and I've completely diverted from the topic, but it's fine, I believe.
So Arohan, what inspires you to photograph every day? Like, what is your inspiration?
So nature definitely has to be top on that list, and personally I feel rather than people, nature and animals actually inspire me a lot, because their connection with their surrounding is something which I always look up to. And nature, in fact, just let's just say sunlight is something which excites me every single morning, because whenever I wake up I feel like the need to photograph, right? So photography just is just something which comes very naturally to me, and definitely light is the most important part of photography, right? So nature and light definitely inspires me the most.
And one question everybody must be having, whoever is looking, what kind of equipments you use, like your
Right.
handy?
So basically, there's my camera, Canon 77D, and I've got 4 lenses with it. One is 10 to 18 mm, one is 50 mm 1.8, the most versatile lens actually,
Okay.
and one is 1855 mm, and one is 55 to 250 mm. So basically, these 4 lenses, and right now I'm using 3 phones. One is OnePlus 8T, and I am also using Oppo Reno 3 Pro, and I am also using iPhone 7. So basically, these three are something which I always use while I'm on the move, right? So,
And what is one message do you want to give to the aspiring photographers, travel photographers, and other genres?
right. So the first thing and the most important thing, only get into this profession if you're really passionate about it. because this is not something where you can earn money without having your heart and soul attached to this profession, right? So basically, travel and photography are something which require a lot of consistency, a lot of hard work, and definitely a lot of networking. And as I said earlier, network is something which builds you, because network is your net worth, right?
And what is your vision? Like, where do you see yourself after 5 or 10 years? And where?
Where? So basically, I don't have like 5 or 10 year goals, because personally, I'm a person. As a person, I believe that having short milestone, sort of shorter goals, and living each day as a challenge is a better sort of standard of living for me, maybe, as I can say that. And that's how I like to live. And I like to explore every single day. I like to take up new challenges every single day. So that's there. And where, I don't know, maybe just traveling. I don't want to be stuck up at one single place.
So, any specific country or place?
Personally, I want to visit Iceland because of the landscape, and it's something exceptional, because I also want to witness the Northern Lights.
Okay. So, alright, Arohan, now just prepare yourself for the rapid fire round.
Right, go
Okay.
ahead.
Your age.
24.
Are you dating somebody?
Actually, my camera, I can say that. I can't be very honest with that.
Okay, alright. Your favorite travel destination till now?
Pondicherry definitely has to top that list, because should I explain that, or maybe it's fine? Rapid fire, go ahead.
Okay. Your worst travel experience? Like, what was the
Worst
place?
travel experience, honestly, nothing has been actually bad or worst for me, because I cannot name it like that. And something or the other which has been terrible for me has taught me something or the other. So maybe nothing has been worst for me, right?
Okay.
That's fine.
Are you a mountain person or a beach person?
Beach person.
Lassi or vodka?
If you can mix those, so I think that's the best.
Okay. A party person or a Netflix person?
Neither, because I am neither a Netflix person, neither I am a party person. I am more
travel
into
person. A travel person.
right.
Right. And the latest Netflix movie or series you watched?
Actually, I watched The Good Place, and I'll recommend it to everybody, because
Okay. One country you wish to visit just as the pandemic ends?
Iceland, as I said earlier, because
Okay.
it's my like
One
beloved
country you
travel
want to
destination.
settle at?
India, definitely.
One Bollywood actress you want to meet?
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of maybe Bollywood, but I don't know what to say.
Okay. One person you can travel the entire world with?
My brother, because he's my travel buddy.
Okay. And who do you admire the most?
My dad, he's been super duper supportive in everything I've done.
Alright, Arohan, thank you so much for answering so well. And let's start with the what's in my bag section.
Right.
So, Arohan, what are your travel essentials? Things you always carry in your bag.
Right. So travel essential is actually this little thing, my earphones, because I feel super duper nauseous while traveling.
Okay.
And I personally do not like road trips, and I'm a person who just likes to reach the destination as fast as possible, until and unless I'm driving, of course. So other than that, I feel super nauseous. So this is there, and I have a lot of stuff in my bag right now.
Okay.
So basically, my date, my camera, my everything, which has helped me through everything. So here's my beloved Canon 7070,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Let's just keep it there. And then I have my laptop, which is the Asus FX 505DD, if you're interested in tech. Other than that, so here's my Osmo Zen Muse X3. And as I'm transitioning into videos more now, so definitely this has to be my travel companion. And apart from that, I've got this super cheap gimbal, which I got from Pragati Madan Fair. And apart from that, I've got this Amazon's basic camera cleaning kit, which
Okay.
has to be my travel partner, because I travel a lot and my camera usually gets dirty. So just to keep my camera clean, I've got that. And apart from that, that's there. The most important thing is actually my earphones. Apart from, I think it's my travel companion, which has helped me through those horrendous road trips actually.
So 3 things in your bag that you absolutely can't live without.
My earphones, first of all, my camera, and my wallet. I always keep my wallet inside my bag because while you're traveling, a lot of pickpocketers get in touch with you, and you have to keep that in mind.
And if you could put 3 people in your bag, who will they be?
My brother, my dad, and I cannot name my closest friends because that will be very, I don't know, controversial, right?
Alright. And if you could exchange your bag with someone, who will it be?
Definitely Peter McKinnon because he's sort of my idol and I love his work.
Alright. Thank you so much, Arohan, for joining us today.
Thanks
It was
again for
lovely.
having me here.
Thank you
It
so
was
much.
a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.